Uh, Good evening, and welcome to the live session for this course ME75, a short lecture series on contour integration in the complex plane. Um, so let's see. I have a few things to say in the beginning. How do we click? Okay. So please note this email address. S U P P O R T support at nptel dot iitm dot ac dot in. S is small, okay. S is small. Boy. S is. So for all non-technical queries, I suggest you send a mail to this address and see if you can get help. Okay. From my side, I can only help with the technical part. So, for example, one Alina Anil has a question: why the short lecture for me stopped? I don't know why that is so. Okay. Then, how can one get exam hall ticket? This is a query from Deepak and Suresh V. Vettur. That also you should ask this particular email address, send an email address and see. Okay. And then a PDF of the entire series of lectures has been put up in a certain site. Okay. Like a book. It's a full book, maybe about 40 to 45 pages of book. A book is there, which carries the notes for the entire lectures. You should be able to download the whole thing in one shot. So it's there in some sites. So that also, at the end of the lecture, I'll again talk to the authorities and maybe mail that PDF to them so that they can make it available more easily or something. Okay. Now, one query few of you have is, what is the type of questions? Okay. The type of questions is the type of problems we have discussed in the series. Okay. So you will have pole identifications. Okay, where are the poles you identify? Whether it is a pole or not you identify, or what is the order of the pole you identify. Okay. Then you will identify the residue, or you calculate the residue. Okay. So there is one beginning portion where the questions are simpler. Okay, they are called the recall type. Within that you will have this level of queries: order of the pole, identify the pole, residues at the pole. Okay. Then there will be some questions that are based on assignments. Okay. There are some questions that are based on assignments. Now you know from the title that our entire focus has been on contour integration. So there will be related questions on various types of simpler simpler functions where you integrate that can be quickly done based on assignments. Okay, so there'll be one set of questions on that. Then there is another group where these are now questions based on your understanding that you have gained in the whole lecture series. So these are open questions kind of. Okay. Now, because these are contour integrations on specified contours, and these are multiple choices also, so I would like to say that if you have a contour integration to be done, let's say you come from minus infinity, you go around, you go forward, and you close, let's say, suppose, hypothetically. So there's portion 1, portion 2, portion 3, portion 4. So there are questions where I say this particular function has to be integrated from minus infinity to infinity something using complex integration. And I will tell you the particular contour to use also. Okay, which particular contour to use I will tell you. And then the multiple choice is what is the answer or value for portion 1, what is the value for portion 2, okay, what is the value for portion 3, and so forth. That's how the questions are. So one integral given on top, the contour also made known to you, which particular contour. Then the picture of the contour is there, will be there in the question paper, so you can see how many portions there are, and there will be questions similar to, I'll ask what is the integral value on portion 1, what is the integral value on portion 2, and so forth. Okay, now the name of the contours are fixed. So once the name is used, you should know what I am talking about. So there is one which is an upper half circle contour. Okay, upper half circle contour. Okay, so this is the upper half circle contour. Okay, this is the upper half circle contour. Then there is a keyhole contour. Okay, there is a keyhole contour. The picture is there, the name is also there in the question paper. So that looks like this. You go above the x-axis, you go around full circle, you are below the l-axis, you come down now to the origin and you go on an epsilon contour. Okay, let's say you're doing it. That will be portion 1, let's say. And portion 2 is the CR part portion, and portion 3 and portion 4 is the C epsilon part. Okay, then I'm changing the page now, and there is the pi contour. Pi contour. So pi contour looks like this. You go above or along the x-axis to infinity, take a pi and come back to the origin. Okay, the pi contour. Okay. And lastly, the dog bone contour. Dog bone. So anywhere in the whole question paper, if I say dog bone contour, you should know, and it is there in the booklet what I mean. Okay, so you have two branch points, and then you go around the one branch point, you come down back, you go around this branch point and connect. Okay, this is a Togmon contour. So these four contours, pictures are given, names are given, and you may be asked in any of the portions to integrate using an upper half circle contour or a keyhole contour and so on. So you should be able to do that. Okay. Now, so that issue is resolved. Elena, Anil, why the short lecture for me stopped? So you should send an email to them and ask. Okay. Then Ramana Boina Pollaya, what type of questions will ask this R and AC subject? Please send me all material. Send me mine. So I don't know. You should be in touch with the material or videos, or you should, time has passed, so you should have had all the video lectures with you. If you need the PDF, you send a mail to support. I will also talk to them, I said. So the question is not clear why you don't have the requisite material. Okay. Then Rupesh Baban Paikrao, tricks for problem. No, there are no tricks here. That's about it. Okay. Tricks are the theorems. You take the support of the theorem, that is the trick. Okay, there are no further tricks. Then Nidhi Satish says, would the certification exam have questions directly based on theorems that were taught during the lecture series? Well, I mean, yes. There are no theorem proofs. It's a multiple choice question thing. There are no theorems and proofs. So all are numerical. I mean, all are valued integrals to be done. So you don't have to prove any theorem. Okay, you don't have to prove any theorem anywhere in there. But all the questions are you have to do an integral, find the number, and choose the right number. That sort of things. Okay. So they are based on theorems and understanding of the theorems. Yes. Now last query is, sir, I loved your lectures. They were short and brilliant. I asked one question. What should I do not to lose concentration in maths? Like, I love reading Erwin Krasik. I solve questions, but random in days I lose high hopes for myself. Sorry, I went off the topic, but I needed help on this. Thank you, sir. I don't know how to respond to that. Okay, I thank you that you like the lectures. But what age group or what degree group are you in? You are in the undergrad part. Okay, are you doing an undergrad? That means bachelor's degree, or you're done with your bachelor's degree, you are in some MS type degree, or you are even completed MS and you're in a PhD degree, or you're beyond. I don't know where you are. So if you are in an undergrad, then this course is not actually meant for you in some sense. So actually it's very good that you have managed to get through the lectures. If you are undergrad and you manage, so you should actually not feel low, but you should feel very good about yourself. Okay. Then if you are in MS and PhD, if these things are directly useful to you in your research, then you will like them more, and they have some relevance in your course and life and research. Otherwise, sometimes it's difficult to be excited when it's not directly related. Okay. I mean, if you are past the MS PhD and you're a faculty, then it is enjoyable because you can sit and learn something on your own. That's enjoyable. But if you are in a degree where your advisor or somebody wants some deliverable, and that job is overwhelming for you and you have to give him something, and this topic is not directly relevant, it is partially interesting or something, then you can be shifting between interest and duties. Okay? If this thing is directly relevant to you, then you will enjoy it and it will help and you learn more of it. But if it's not directly relevant today, and today you have some other duty, some other research or project to be completed, then your focus may waver left and right. Okay, I don't know what else to say. So since we are here now, is there anybody who has a live query right now? Or this is all I have written from whatever I got yesterday by email. So is there any queries that you have right now to ask, or anything on the quest course, anything on the theorems, anything on the examples that we did? So the last L-shaped cut is not part of the syllabus. I have mentioned that. Okay, I do a cut where it is L-shaped. That is not part of the syllabus. It's just meant for you to know that these things are there. Okay? For some advanced research topic, you may have to use it. So again, these pictures are there in the question paper. They will be there. They may be right up front or somewhere in the middle. Okay. So if I say use a pie contour, know that you should use a pie. Look through the question paper and the picture will be there. So if some question says dog bone contour and there's no picture around, look through the booklet a little down, then you'll find the dog bone contours and so on. Can you name yourself? Who is online? Can you tell me your name? I feel I'm talking to an absent group. Is Rupesh Paikrao here? Or Alina Anil? It looks like a female name. Is she there? Then Ramana Boina Pollaya. And then Nidhi Satish. कितने लॉग इन है कुछ पता चलता है? 5 people are there. Okay. No, 6. Okay. We'll wait for 1-2 minutes. Yeah, we'll wait for some time. So who is doing an undergraduate degree amongst those logged in? Who is doing an undergrad? Who is an undergraduate? Uh, we'll give you 2 more minutes. Uh, we'll give 2 more minutes. The session is still 5, but um, if in the next 2 minutes or 3 minutes you don't have a query, we'll stop it. So make use of this time. If you have a question, you can ask. So since time is running out, let me just say that from my side, I thoroughly enjoyed offering this material to the students, and I saw a huge number listening, watching, registering, or whatever. I hope you have benefited from this series um, in whatever degree you are pursuing, and some are even outside India. I've seen some US, some Nepal, and so forth. Uh, if you have any more queries, my email address is there on IISc Mechanical Engineering website. You can send me an email, okay? And if there is any part that you liked or any part you didn't like, okay? I have had a comment that some lecture was very monotonous. Okay, so let me tell you that there is no audience in front of me, so I have to sit alone and keep on deriving, so it can get monotonous there. Okay, so I'm alone in the room when the whole thing is happening. If there are students, it gets a bit more lively. Okay, so you can write to me and let me know. Okay, and I hope to any degree the lectures 24 or 25 lectures were useful to you. Um, okay, and thank you for your patience. So there are no queries coming, so we will close here. Okay, and I will wish you, all of you, whether you take the exam, don't take the exam, all the best. Okay, and I hope you enjoyed this interaction.